Hey y'all, welcome back to the party. It is me, your girl, BrittReacts, and today we're going to react to more of Joe Rogan talking about the disgusting parts of history with a collective of comedians and other sorts. Hold on, I have to sneeze, I think. Say God bless you in the comments. It's the right thing to do. Thank you.
The Joe Rogan experience.
If you could go back, at any point in time, see how people were living.
Ooh.
What are they smoking?
It'd just be like an invisible, bulletproof bubble.
Yeah.
You could just exist and watch, and no one would know you were there.
Whoa.
That'd be fun. If you were like 1890s
No
and you were
danger.
just not the
No
racist
danger.
guy.
Who's that?
No danger. Yeah,
Shane?
anything. Whatever you want. Whatever you want.
1930s
And,
Germany. No,
I can't remember his name, but I've reacted to
Occupied
him.
France.
I
You
wanna
fucking
see what
give me that.
I would
baguette.
want Occupy Wall Street. I'd be like, this is so quaint. Little you
Get
guys
ready,
know what's
kids.
coming.
Soros
I'm
has
like,
got
you guys
more
have a
planned for
really
us.
good idea, but like, it seems like you're not doing a lot with it. You're just kind
I
of
would
camping.
say Dark Ages plague.
No, that'd be a nightmare.
I know.
Just
On
to
your
observe.
Bull Street.
He wants to
Bullet
go back
Street.
to that
Your
Shane
Bulletproof's a
lie.
good detail too.
Yeah. You are in another universe. Okay, you exist in another dimension. You're in a dimensional sphere that's
Yeah.
allowing you to take place without.
You can't talk to anybody,
You can't
just
be
watch.
interacted with. Nothing can touch you. Impossible.
So you can't
You're-
fuck middle-aged whores.
No, you can't go nutty.
You know how
Can't
to
go
fuck 'em?
nutty. Can't go nutty. Middle-aged horse
Can't
were
get
8
nut-
back then. Everybody died at 15.
I fear I've entered the male group chat. I'm in the locker room of it all. This is what I imagine men, like in our minds, women are like, he's out cheating on me. Oh, he's not answering me. It's like, because he's having hypothetical, otherworldly conversations with his friends while smoking cigars. And he hasn't looked at his phone in 3 hours because they are so far gone and deep into this hypothetical universe they've created that they have lost all sense of reality. Ladies, I want you to know it's 90% of the time this and not the other way around. I'm just saying, because what? All right, so Shane's saying he wants to go back to the plague is crazy, but if you are protected by a bubble, then maybe it is like a movie and it's something interesting to watch. I know Shane is a history buff. I don't know who the other gentleman is with the dark hair and the sunglasses. I know the one with all the hair. I know him. I cannot think of his name. I've watched and reacted to him. He is very far, like just out there as far as like not giving a clickety cluck about what he speaks on and how inappropriate or offensive or uncomfortable it makes me, you, or anyone else. But I can't think of his name and it's bothering me. It's gonna drive me nuts.
Jack Cougar. 8-year-old Cougar.
Jackpot.
Everybody was dying. They were just dying left and right
There's a
out
book called
there.
The Great Mortality by John Kelly. I was looking at. It's fucking crazy. The King of England showered 3 times in 3 months.
Oh, my
and that was a
God.
scandal. Everyone was like, "This motherfucker.
Is using up the water.
He thinks he is something else."
Right.
Oh, my
no one
God.
showered. It was rare to change your clothes once a year.
Yeah. Well,
And
that's what they
shower.
said about the Mongols, that their
What?
clothes, because there was animal
made out of, like,
skins.
rats
They were
and shit.
literally, rats.
Living
they
in
would
them?
literally rot off of them.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Their
they were so
clothes
fucking
were like
mad.
rotting off of them. There's 2 places I would go there.
Like
I would want to
Lady Gaga?
see Genghis Khan take over
That'd've been
like
cool.
cities in
Sure.
China. I would like to see that.
I'd love to see somebody being at a Pol Pot village right before he comes.
No one wants to
shit
go
like
see
that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Imagine the pussy
me?
smell then. That's
Louis
wild.
XIV was terrified
Wow.
of bathing. He said to have taken only 3 baths in his life.
I thought it was in 3 months.
His life?
Way
Could be different guy. Could be
worse.
different guy.
It was thought that was what? Whoever typed this, the fear was shared by the nobility in the 17th century. It was thought that was what? It was thought that was. Y'all see this, right? It literally says it, and it doesn't even say was. It says WS. Joe, where is this source from? That water spread disease, so the less you bathed, the less vulnerable you were. Yet, Versailles was seriously fragrant. You think? Throughout the palace, bowls were... fragrant in a good way. Bowls were filled with flower petals to sweeten the air. Furniture was sprayed with perfume. Even the fountain and visitors, probably a defensive move when hygiene was pretty scarce, were sprayed with perfume on entering the palace. In fact, the air of the gilded salons at the French court was so fragrant that the French court became known as the perfumed court. But they lifted their armpits or they spread their legs and whoof, there it is. No.
Oh,
No.
probably another one. Louis took the trend for perfumery to new heights by
Is this a Sun King?
commissioning his perfumer to create a new scent for each day of the week.
Oh, hold on. This
Yeah.
part.
That's
Let you
rough.
stank.
Like
You
they felt
funky.
water
Perfume
spread
over
disease.
funk is
Oh, it was thought
Criminal.
that water spread disease, so the less you bathed, the less vulnerable you were.
Which it probably did.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like pond water.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bring
so
back
they're
one of those
just
purifiers.
shitting into holes in the ground and
Yeah.
not washing their
And y'all wanna go
assholes.
there?
Were just
Same water.
everyone throwing their shit out of their fucking
Oh,
window.
right.
Dude.
No plumbing.
I was
Slaughterhouses everywhere. There's
reading this
blood
book
everywhere.
that detailed when people were like the beginning of the turn of the century in America and what it was like in like the early 1900s in American
Oh,
cities.
yeah.
They couldn't get food up to them. It was horrible.
Yeah,
like
the
you
Dust
think
Bowl.
like Amazon's dropping off your produce? No, like back then, no one's dropping off jack shit. If you're
Yeah.
living in the city, no one's growing anything.
That's it. It's
Terrible
Check out
nutrition.
this. This is
Beast.
an article called "The Disgusting History of Royal Palaces."
Hell yeah.
Just the very first thing, King
That's a-
Henry's court.
this is
about
stuff
it?
I didn't want to
Because
know.
of so much human waste that was accumulated.
Why don't we learn this in school? It's more valuable than what we actually
They
learn.
weren't just exercises.
Got a new castle.
If anything, it just gives you perspective and gratitude, if anything. Because what? And that was just normal.
Said to keep moving.
They weren't just exercises.
Got a new castle.
They actually did escape the disgusting messes large royal parties produced. Palaces like Henry's Hampton Court had to be constantly evacuated so they could be cleaned of the accumulated mounds of human waste.
No plumbing.
Livestock and farmland also needed time to recover after supplying food for so many people. Once the tour was over, Henry and a swelling court of over 1,000 would keep moving for the rest of the year, traveling frequently between the king's 60 residences in a vain attempt to live in hygienic surroundings. So he just kept shitting in all his different houses. He's the original shit order.
He shit where he ate.
That's where it comes from.
I've been in there fucking eating poop for 12
Bro.
years. We gotta move.
Imagine these fucking
ladder.
people didn't know not to just shit in your house.
He's your hoarder. He just kept moving spot
You
to
don't
spot.
want to go
spot.
outside.
This room's done.
You go outside, you might get hit with an arrow.
Yeah.
Right.
Just shit in the palace.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
guy with an axe out. So there's
Yeah.
a million Jason Voorheeses outside.
The
Everywhere you
oh
look.
my God, the hallways would become so caked with grime and soot from constant fires that they were fairly black. The very crush of the court members was so dense that it made a thorough house cleaning impossible and futile. Though cleanliness standards
I'll never be able to watch like House of Dragons, game like those type of shows or films again because you know the setting is always quite dark and dreary. And now it's like, is it because it's poop all over the wall? And what is the smell?
were subpar throughout the medieval, Renaissance, and Regency eras. Royal courts were typically dirtier than the average small cabin or home.
I'll be honest, Europe still fucking stinks, dude.
Does it? It's 'cause of
Yeah,
that.
I was just there last week. Those fucking people
Really?
stink.
None of the windows are great.
No, they're fucking deodorant.
They got the
dude.
BO bad.
Okay. I wasn't gonna talk about this, but since we brought it up, I have some family members who are just in Paris for the first time, and I've been a few times. And I remember one of my very best friends lived there for a few years, and I remember going and him saying like, "Okay, we're gonna get on the train, and I just want you to know it's not the best smell." And everything. Paris is a very clean, beautiful city, but it's just like their way of life. I don't know if they don't believe in deodorant, they don't use it, or if they use natural deodorants, but yes, there is an odor. And I have the belief you got to pick one. You're either going to have a funky attitude or a funky body. You got to pick one. You can't be rude and funky. And I know Parisians don't like Americans, so Americans don't typically go over there and have like, oh, they were so kind and pleasant kind of thing. It's like, whoa, sis, but you can be mean to me, but your armpits are also rank. That's not nice. Pick one. Pick your poison. Pick one. That's my belief. I again, I'm going to stand on what I said, not trying to be mean, but they brought it up, and it's not true for everyone, but in common spaces, you do tend to say like, whoa. All right.
That's
They
true.
call us fat, dude. They stink like shit.
They call
I
us
don't
fat.
care.
They do stink a lot.
Oh, it's the worst.
I'm not doing great.
Are they noticeably
These sunglasses?
fatter?
No.
No.
Way thinner.
Yeah,
But
we're
I'm
like the
saying
fattest
UK's
country
catching
on the
up
planet.
big time.
UK's got some chubs.
UK's on our heels. Dude.
Yeah,
Really?
They're just 10 years, 20 years ahead of them.
They're
You got all the
pasty.
fast food and shit.
They just got
They're
Doritos.
getting it.
They're
Yeah, but
gross,
their
they're like
fast food is
pasty and
made
red.
better
Nothing
than
wrong with
ours.
being pasty, red, and fat. Some people
Sorry,
like
Shane.
it, dude. Some girls like it.
All right. But yeah, they said in old New York they had a company that would just move dead horses out of the road because horses would just die and you just leave it there. What are you gonna
Yeah.
push it in a dumpster?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Who paid for that? Taxes?
And
I
this
guess.
horse shit
Yeah,
everywhere.
and
Yeah.
so they
Oh,
just
horse shit everywhere. But it's like an old car that
decompose.
just breaks down. You just leave it.
And by the way, imagine living in a whole city that's filled with people who took a fucking boat from Europe.
Everybody's a gambler, dude. Everyone's a gambler.
Those are wild folks.
Yeah.
Ellis Island must have
A
smelled
boat that
horrible.
might not get there.
Might not get there.
Just for the
by way.
chance.
And
Right.
how much do you really know about what's
So did they
over
have
there?
nose
Nothing.
blindness? They
Somebody
just
lied
didn't
to you
smell
at a
it?
bar in fucking Ireland.
Dude.
the streets are
Hey, but
Pay with gold.
I'm getting 15 gold pence a day.
And then you show up and you're like, what is this black
Son
guy?
of a bitch.
Who's
You
this?
show up and go, hey,
is
you're
pollution?
going to fight in the Civil War.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Wait, we're in a war with Italians here? We didn't
right.
even meet them before.
You got to shoot at other Irish guys right away.
Weird.
Oh, yeah. The
this-
Donner Party. Like, let's take a chance on a
Donner
different
Party.
state.
Those are all nice, dude. We're headed
those
west.
people.
Yeah.
Grandpa just died. Just keep walking.
Should we go next year? We got to go this year.
There's something over there. Curiosity.
They're
How
so
many
deep
people
into
had they
this.
talked to that made that journey before them?
Yeah.
Fucking.
Was there anybody?
No, a couple. The one
Well,
guy was
yeah.
like, I know a better way.
The guide.
Oh, the guy
Yeah.
said I know a
The
better
scam
way.
But he also was like, you got to leave
Scam
by March.
artist.
And they're like, late May still works.
Yeah,
Oh,
pre-MapQuest.
no. Oh no.
They just assumed something was
Literally
over
a
there.
map quest.
They
Yeah.
heard.
Literally a map quest.
Literally
Yeah.
a map. They're trying to make a map. They were just guessing.
Yeah. They're kind of guessing.
They would eat like leather and shit.
Yeah.
Just boil a
And they were
shoe.
fucking the whole
Boil a shoe.
in the back of those wagons. They were all
Yeah.
they
Boil
would
a
have
shoe?
kids
They'd have
on there.
kids.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there's nothing to do. You're just stuck in the back of a wagon with a
They
lady.
split up. One of the two parties had one fucking axe for firewood, and they were swinging it, and then the fucking axe handle just flew off 200 yards into the snow, and they were
Guys,
like, "We're all dead."
Yeah.
He couldn't find it?
It was gone.
What?
Yeah, they had to light lot of trees on fire, and
Wait,
that didn't
did
work
you
very long.
did you read that book under the indifferent stars above?
No, we were just nearby there.
Oh, really?
All the history's everywhere.
Bro,
They
that
found
is
when
so
they found them, they were
terrifying.
like snow. The snowdrifts were so big that they were in pits of like 20 feet of snow. They would like the rescue people found them. They would like look in the pit. They'd see someone just like
Yeah.
eating humans. Like
Oh.
they were like, oh, we gotta just cover
What?
this. This person's dead too.
Not to mention some fucking Choctaws coming at you with a face paint and
some
hey, on a
bullshit
horse.
Chippewa.
Yeah.
No, they had a couple of Indian guides, and then they saw them looking at them like drumsticks in those cartoons.
Yeah.
You guys are on your own.
Sacagawea. Sack lunch.
Sacagawea sack lunch. Ladies, this is what they're talking about. They're not talking about us. They don't care about us. They are fantasizing about what it was to live in old world. All right, I gotta look up what his name is because it's really gonna bother me. Good grief. And it's not here anywhere in the description. What? Description. It's gonna drive me crazy. Someone put it. Ari. Anyway, I've gotten off track. They're off track. We're all over the place. I would love to know how much of this was super accurate, how much of it was wrong, how much you know. Please leave it down below in the comments. It was intriguing as much as it was disgusting to think about. It's just things that, like, for me, my mind just would never have gone there had I not watched this. Okay. Informative, educational, entertaining. Let me know your thoughts. Go and have the day you deserve.